Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tommy and today I have a drugstore makeup first impressions for you. So it is drugstore week. That means you are getting a video every single day this week from Sunday to Saturday. Yesterday my video I believe was the makeup haul and today I'm doing my first impressions on all that makeup I just bought. So I hope you guys enjoy it and let's hop right in. I broke it. Probably should have organized this before I started filming, right? The first thing I'm going to go in is the Pore Defense Primer Serum. It is by Hard Candy. It's silicone free, which is exciting. You don't see that too often with pore defining primers. So this is by Hard Candy. It's oil free, silicone free, alcohol free. It comes with like a little pump bottle, which is so nice. I don't know why, but this reminds me of like Genie in the Bottle. So it comes out blue. I've never seen that before. It's extremely thick. It almost smells something like, I don't know exactly what it smells like, but it smells like something in the nail product section. How do my pores look? I would say I can't really tell the difference. My pores look exactly the same, so I don't know if I need to like concentrate it more. Yeah, that really did nothing for my pores at all. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm really bummed about that primer. I really thought it was going to be something good. But anyways, for the base, I'm going to use a CC cream. It's Almay Smart Shade CC Cream Complexion Corrector. It's in the shade Light. It has SPF 35 broad spectrum. That's about all it says about it. So there is the packaging. So let's try this out. So I have a damp sponge and I'm going to just throw it on my face. Hopefully it matches. It smells thicker than I expected. Normally CC creams, BB creams are very lightweight and almost liquidy. It really has a nice creamy feel to it. It smells like sunscreen also, which doesn't bother me. I actually love the way sunscreen smells, but it might bother a few of you guys, just so you know. So this has very light coverage, very, very light. And it could be also using it with a sponge. It's probably picking up a lot of the product, but I didn't really cover much. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more. It actually feels like something I would definitely use during the summertime. It really, for me, it just feels like something if you want to even out your skin, but you don't really want coverage. Those are normally what I actually like. Like just evening out my skin so it doesn't look ridiculous, but it's okay. Not crazy about it, but it's not horrible. I wouldn't get rid of it, but I'm really crazy about it. I do like that it smells like sunscreen. Alright, for concealer, I actually have the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I'm actually really excited about this. I have it in the shade Classic Ivory, so I hope it's dark enough, but I also hope it is light enough, because that's always the issue, trying to find too dark or too light. So I'm excited to try this out. I really like the applicator. It smells kind of strong, almost like alcohol. That's nerve-wracking. Extremely glowy. I actually do like the way this looks. I'd say coverage is light medium maybe. I wouldn't say you're getting a whole lot of coverage, but not bad. Extremely glowy. So if you're T-zone where you like to lighten up your skin or wherever you're putting concealer, just keep that in mind. If you have like a blemish of anything or of any sort, you're basically highlighting that. And I do have a problem area right here and I almost feel like it is highlighting it a little too much. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but horrible. Not bad. It's extremely lightweight. It's very glowy. I do like the way that my skin is looking so far. This would definitely be something I'd wear in the summer for like a no makeup look. So not bad. That's a little bit better. Okay, so the next thing I have is the Maybelline New York Fit Me. It's the Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. So this is the actual pack powder. I've heard such good things about this, so I'm stoked on trying this. So the nice thing about this, it comes with a little powder and oh, a mirror? That's nice. That's actually very nice. I don't really use either, but I'm going to just set my underneath my eyes. I'm going to just buff them out one more time and then set underneath my eyes. I'm actually going to be using a cream contour and then I'll probably set the rest of my face. Let's try this out. The packaging is a little bit bulky. Other than that, I'm liking the product. a little bit powdery actually. It's kind of picking up. Horrible though. Actually sets down my skin really nice. Not bad. So this is one product I've been really excited to try out. I bought it quite some time ago actually, and then I just threw it into this drugstore haul because it's been sitting there. I actually have a tendency of doing that and buying and then just not using it, but it's the TruBlend Contour Palette by Covergirl. Ooh, I'm so excited. I don't really use cream contours, but I've been really wanting to get into them. Try this out. So the contour shade right here, I'm going to throw it on this angled brush by Real Techniques. So I'm going to just dip in. The tone is beautiful. It actually matches my skin gorgeously. Ooh, I like that. I think that looks really nice because it is a cool tone, which just looks really nice on as a contour shade, especially if you are on the lighter side, which I definitely am. I don't know why I'm doing this. I really don't. And really carve that out. I think for this brush might not be the best option because it looks like it's definitely having to dig in a little bit. Oh. Just kidding. I'm gonna blend that out. This is creating such a nice shadow. Actually, I'm really enjoying this. And I'm gonna just bring it up here because why not? This is creating such a nice shadow. Actually, I'm really enjoying this. And I'm gonna just bring it up here because why not? I actually really like that. That looks really nice. Very subtle, very natural looking. I'm a big fan. And I actually wasn't liking this brush so far, but I think it is good. It kind of helps not get too much product. I like that. So it actually has a bronzer shade as well. I'm going to just use that same brush and I'm going to really warm up my cheeks. This is so nice. It really is like a glow from within. I'm really digging it. Wasn't feeling my face, but now that I put this on, I feel like my face is definitely transformed and it looks really, really nice. Wasn't feeling my face, but now that I put this on, I feel like my face is definitely transformed and it looks really, really nice. Actually, it just looks so healthy and glowy. I really, really like this. It's actually a little bit harder to grab up because I'll get a little overzealous. Yes, and they actually have a cream highlight shade as well. So I'm going to actually just throw that on my finger, warm it up. And I'm going to dab that into my skin. Very subtle. Very, very subtle. Which I like. I actually have another highlight too, so I'm going to just throw that off over it anyways. But I really like this. This palette is really nice. It is very subtle, very natural looking. And I like that. I'm really digging that. Let's throw a little bit more on this side. This is really nice. It's a good buy. I actually overlook Covergirl a lot and I'm stoked on this. This was a good buy. And honestly, it looks like I barely even tapped into those, so that's nice. I'm digging that. So I need to set this all down with some powder now. Ooh, I'm liking my complexion. It looks really nice, really natural, very glowy. Man. Okay, so I got quite a few of complexion products. They're actually my favorite thing to get, so what? Not a surprise. I bought two of these contour palettes, a shimmery one and a matte one. I'll probably use both of those to be honest with you. But I also bought another shimmer palette from Physicians Formula. I might hold off on that. And then I also got a NYX blush palette, but I also bought a butter blush. So I don't know which one I want to use. And then I also have a Maybelline highlighter. So let's see what I'm going to do here. So actually this is one of the brushes that I hauled the other day. It's a stippling brush by Sonia Kashuk. I actually thought they were going out of business, but it looks like that they're redoing their whole line. I'm so excited. I really like their brand. So I was bummed. One thing I need to say is that it is so flippin' soft. This is the number 115 if you guys are interested. And I'm going to just take I'm going to take the bronze booster, and I have it in shimmer and matte. So I'm going to hit up the matte first, and it actually does have a contour shade as well as a bronzer shade. So one thing that's annoying about this packaging, when you open it, then it wants to show you a mirror and a brush, which is great, but it doesn't let you open this like all the way because it's just trying to open that up. But that is definitely a personal thing. So I'm going to go into that ashy shade. I'm gonna go into that contour shade and just kind of deepen up my contour with it. That's a good shade. That is a good shade. I'm probably using the wrong brush for this, but I honestly don't want to go grab another one. Me being lazy. This matches my skin perfectly. Wow. So then I'm going to dip into that bronzer shade, and I'm going to use that same brush. And then I'm going to, ooh, a little much. I've never used a stippling brush for bronzer, but I see all these other girls do it, and I'm like, ooh, your bronzer looks amazing. And I think it's good if you have a heavy hand, which I do, so stippling brush might be your girl. Wow. I mean, those products, the Covergirl and this make my skin look amazing. I really am liking the way that it's turning out. And then I actually do have this, like, it looks like a banana color for brightening the eyes. I just want to try it out. So I'm going to dip into it. Why not? I keep forgetting to like leave my brushes out in front of me. I'm just annoying myself. Alright, so I'm going to just dip into that that banana shade. It's supposed to be a highlight, but more so I guess like highlighting your other features, not really like the highlight we like to see. Wow, it instantly like lifted my eyes. Wow. I like that underneath the eyes. That does look really nice. I'm just gonna throw that everywhere now. I really like that. This is a good palette. I know Physicians Formula is very expensive, but I am glad I grabbed that. That's really nice. So I do have the shimmer. I do have the shimmer shades as well, which you get the same concept. You get all of these shimmery shades, and I feel like this is more so a highlighter palette. So if you have deeper complexion, obviously you can use that one, medium, and then light. This light shade looks just gorgeous, and I really want to use it, but I definitely probably am going to mix it. But I'm going to just go into the light one and highlight. Oh my word, I definitely was not expecting it to come at me like that. So it's a little bit light for my skin because I can definitely see it. And it's very shimmery, so if that's not something you're in, too, keep that in mind. So I'm going to dip into the gold and kind of rework that. That highlight is insane. But I love shimmery bronzers, so I feel like during the summer I'm going to definitely use this bronzer. I'm not going to put it on today, but that's not bad, not bad. I like the matte one way more, though. Just preference, though. So I'm going to just blend out, because that highlight went insane. So I'm just going to be using that stippling brush, kind of dial back, because that was crazy. It's picking up my texture though, to keep that in mind. I love getting new brushes. It's very exciting for me. So this is a new brush I picked up at Sonia Kashia as well, and it's the number 19, and it is a blush powder brush. So I'm excited. I really like the shape of it. It's very thin, and I honestly think this would be really good for contouring, but I'm going to use it as a blush brush today. Super soft, super good. I have the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. I've been dying to try this, to be honest with you guys. It's in the natural, what shade? Natural Glow. Smells just like the butter bronzer. I love that stuff. I've been dying to try this and try it out. The shade looks so neutral and pretty. But this blush is very light, very natural. I think if you have a fair skin, this is going to look amazing on you. If you have deep skin, this just won't do the trick, to be honest with you. I'm honestly getting a lot of like cakiness that almost enlarging the way my pores look. So I'm not sure if it was this blush. I'm going to be so bummed if it was. But I do have like a very nice glow to me. But I'm getting so much cakiness right here, and it looks really, really bad. So I'm not sure how to feel about this. It might have been the highlighters I just used. It's very, very subtle, and it's really is hard to see. So I'm like iffy on this. Okay, so the next thing I have is actually eyebrows. I'm excited for this. I keep hearing people rant and rave about this stick. It is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. People were saying this is an exact dupe for the Anastasia brow pencil, so I'm excited to try this out. If I can get the wrapper off. So it has all the works. I got in the shade Taupe. It has a nice little spoolie. And then a very fine tip. Smallest tip I've ever... It's not the smallest tip I've ever seen, but it's definitely a finer tip than typical. Fill in my brows as usual. It definitely is a harder formula, which I like because I don't want my brows to slip away. But keep that in mind if that's just not your jam. And I'm just doing it messily because my brows are kind of hectic right now. I'm just filling out where I have sparse filling hairs. And one thing I do have to say is I'm not a fan of the shade at all. Taupe is normally my go-to. It has a nice dark formula, but this looks extremely light. I honestly would say it's almost like a very blonde color. I'd almost say it's like this shade of blonde. You guys can see it. It looks dark on the camera, but I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera. But I'm not a huge fan. I'd probably have to go and get like soft brown. That is one thing I do have to say about Drugstore shade range. Their shades are just, sometimes they're just kind of odd, but honestly this is a great pencil. Okay, so then what I'm going to set my brows with is actually the Essence Make Me Brow, and this is in the shade Soft Brownie Browns. So affordable. So even this shade, Soft Brownie Brown, looks like it's a little bit too light for my brows. Do you know when you put on brow gel and you can like see the actual color on your brows and it looks like highlights? Actually what it looks like right now. Fix, I'm gonna just grab that LA Girl Slim Brow and then just use the spoolie on it and kind of work it through my brows, which is crazy. Normally soft brown is a winner in my book, but that soft brown was definitely too light for my brows, which is crazy because I normally use taupe or I use soft brown in other products. Now it's ready to move on to eyes, so I'm gonna bring you guys in. Alright guys, I think you're close enough. Alright, so I have the Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. It looks promising on the back of the picture. It shows you the difference with or without. I am a huge Urban Decay eyeshadow primer girl, so I'm excited to try this out. I always like finding affordable options because that can get quite spendy. I am somebody that does need to use, oh wow, that's liquidy. Shake that around. I'm a girl that definitely needs to use, wow, it feels really liquidy. Makes me nervous. I'm a girl that needs to use eyeshadow primer because I am oily right in my eyeshadow, or right in my eyeshadow, right in my eye. That is where I get, actually the oiliest is right here, here, and here. So I'm not exactly sure what texture I'm looking for. So it's extremely liquidy. Like, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Let me know if you guys used this before because I'm not sure. So I'm just buffing that in with my fingers. It is literally so liquidy. It almost makes me feel like it's going to be extra oily. So I'm kind of nervous about that, but we'll see. It's part of the fun of doing like first impressions because you really have no idea what you're getting yourself into. You don't know what you're going to like. I always try to choose stuff that I've heard that is really good because I don't like trying stuff that I hate, I know I'm gonna hate. Okay, so I buffed that into my eyes. Looks pretty good. It's fine on the eyes. It's very soft and nice. Alright, so for makeup, I actually have some really old makeup that I bought a long time ago. I have the worst habit of doing this, buying it and then just never using it. So I have a Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow palette. This is an eye contour and it's in the shade Eyes on Neutral, and these are all matte. Sorry about that. These are all matte shades, which I love. You can never really find these at the drugstore, and I actually love the palette. It is a matte black, and then it goes all the way back, and there's no mirror. I love no mirrors. I'm probably like the only person. We get all of these really great neutrally colors. I actually have the Wet n Wild color icon. It's actually just reformulated, and I've yet to touch. I literally bought this so long ago and I have never touched it. And of course they reformulated it and they have new ones. So now I want to go buy all of those, but hey, I need to get into this, use it up, and then I could go buy the rest. But I just have a really bad habit of that. Like I'll hear someone talk about it and they're like just so passionate, like this is the best thing I've ever used in my whole life. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy it, sure, fine. But I have that with a little brush, but I say, hey, skip that, we don't need that. So these are all satin shimmery shades, very, very pretty. So I think these are going to go quite nice together. And I actually do have two Color Icon L'Oreal eyeshadow. not color icon, sorry. I have L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour eyeshadows. I have it in Amber Rush and Bronze Taupe. Same thing, I bought these so long ago, never touched them. Alright, let's get to the fun stuff. Ugh, I love trying out new eyeshadow stuff. It's just so exciting and fun for me. So I'm going to just go into that Sonia Kashuk. I have a bunch of new brushes as well. I have two Sonia Kashuks. I have the 106 and then a 105. They're flat, they're like smudger brushes. And I have, of course, the Eco Tools set, which those two brushes. And then I have this small eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. I can't believe this is considered small. This is considered small from Sonia Kashuk. This is definitely, I picked this up because I thought it'd be perfect for those days when I just want one color on my eyelid. So I'm going to actually just dip into that so I can set down my eyeshadow. I'm going to go into the Sonia Kashuk, and I actually am going to dip into this color right here. Looks like a good flesh tone color. Actually, the middle one. I lied. There is a little bit of kickback, which I don't mind, but just keep that in mind. And this is literally the perfect shade to set my eyeshadow primer down with. Alright, so then I'm going to go into this color right here. And then I'm going to buff that right into my crease. I'm going to just grab that Eco Tool one, the fluffy side. Dip, dip, dip. And then I'm going to buff that in. So one thing I do have to say is I normally do like a fluffier, bigger brush for my crease, but this one isn't too bad. I would say this one's good for a secondary color. I do typically like a bigger one. I'm actually surprised on these. These are blending out so nicely into my skin. They are not looking patchy at all. They're easy to work with. Nice pigment. It is quite expensive though, 20 bucks. I don't know how I feel about that. So now that I have that shade in, I think I'm going the green route. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use this green shade right there, which is a nice shade. And I just need, I actually have this Wet n Wild fluffy brush as well, and I'm going to just use that. Actually, I lied. I'm going to just use that same brush, and I'm going to build up that crease. And I'm just going a little bit lower. So not to cover up that crease color, because that crease color is very pretty and I don't want to lose it. Oh, I like this green color. It's really nice. I feel like you can get really smoky really quick with this green color, so just keep that in mind. But so far, so good. Very subtle. Okay, so the next thing I'm doing is grabbing that Wet n Wild color. And I'm just gravitating to this green color. I don't know what's with green today, but going in. And I'm going to just use the other side of this brush, and I'm going to just dip right in there and pat it in the middle of my eye. So almost like a halo look. Alright, so this might be a little too bright, so I think I'm going to actually dip into this this crease color right above it. So I'm going to just kind of mix those two. Ooh, and that's a bit dark. And I'm getting a little bit of fallout on my face. Ooh, it mixes really pretty. So I would suggest mixing it right away before you throw it on your face. I thought I was going to do a halo eye, but now I kind of want to put it into the corner, give me more of a smokier eye. Yeah, I like the way that looks better. So I'm going to just mix those together and do it on this eyelid. So this is definitely an eyeshadow that you're going to have to blow off the excess because it is a bit powdery. Alright, so now that I have my shadow on my shade, like my eyeshadow shade, I actually am going to dip back into this and deepen up the outer corner. And I'm going to dip into this dark brown. Hi guys, sorry, my camera actually turned off and I didn't even realize it and I finished the rest of my eye. So what I did is I took the Sonia Kashuk and I went into this lovely dark brown color right there, and I buffed it underneath my eyes using a smaller brush, and then I connected it to the end, and then I took this color again and then buffed it out into my shade. And then I also put this on the outer corner, that dark brown, and I blended it out so it looks a lot smokier than I expected. So I did have a red lipstick, but I also have this nude lipstick, so I'm going to go with the nude because it probably matches a little bit better. And then I also did throw on some more green on the lid from the Wet n Wild palette, and I actually do really like those shades. There is a little bit of fallout, so I definitely would suggest doing your eyes before you do your face, which should have known. Should have known. And I'm sorry, this video is probably like 1,000 years wrong. Alright, so I have the LA Girl, and this is the matte flat velvet lipstick. It is in the shade Ooh La La, which is this very nice nude color. I actually don't have an eyeliner, or a lip liner. I love the smell, but it's definitely too light for my skin, and I am light, so this is definitely something I'd have to use a dark lip liner with. It also looks very cakey. Yeah, not a fan of that at all. Shade looks awful. Yeah, it's not my favorite at all. I'll have to definitely try that out with a lip liner. So I do have a eyeliner, and it actually is in the shade Nude. It is from Pixie. It is their eye lighter. It's in the shade Nude, like I said, and I'm going to just throw it in my waterline to really open up my eyes. I love using nude eyeliner, especially when I have like a smokier eye. This really helps brighten them and make them look a little bit bigger. That's nice. This is a really good liner. Alright, and then for my mascara, I'm going to just finish it all off. It's the Colossal Big Shot. This is actually the collaboration with Shayla, and it is in the Baddest Black. So it's supposed to be blacker than their classic one. I've never used their classic one either. I just wanted to try it out though. Alright, that is the packaging. Looks like I'm going to really like this wand, so. Not a bad mascara. I think also this look definitely needs some fake eyelashes, but not bad. I'm not the worst, but not totally obsessed with it, to be honest. Alright, yeah, not bad. My eyelashes look pretty good. I definitely would say volume-wise it's good. I would definitely say that length-wise it's good, volume-wise it's alright. So not crazy, but not the worst. And then last thing I'm going to do is set my whole face, and it's with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish. Ooh. Literally like a huge glunk got me right in the lip. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Alright guys, so that is it for my video. I have definitely a lot of hits. More so, I have way more misses than I do have hits. I look crazy with my lip like this. I actually do really like the eyeshadow. I thought that was really nice. It was really easy to use, really fun. The lip, it looks like concealer on my lips. I'm not crazy about that. The CC cream was okay. The primer I wasn't feeling. I loved all the brushes that I used. They were very soft, very nice, easy to use. I actually liked the way my eyebrows looked, but definitely when I was first doing them, they didn't look good at all. The shade range looked really bad, but now looking at them, they do look quite nice. Mascara is pretty good. I'm a little disappointed with the Butter Blush. Hopefully it turns out to be better. Just didn't work out for me. I love the cream concealer. I loved the L'Oreal concealer. I loved the contour palette that was cream. It was quite nice. And that's basically all I have to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. These videos are always so interesting to do because you never know what you're going to get yourself into, but I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next Drugstore Week video. I hope you guys are liking Drugstore Week so far, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!